It is important that you and everyone who operates a Bobcat loader backhoe understand proper machine operation and recognize situations that could result in an accident, injuring yourself or someone working with you. The Operation and Maintenance Manual is your primary guide for safe loader backhoe operation. Another excellent source is the Loader Backhoe Safety Manual produced by the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. Never use the loader backhoe without instructions. Some attachments are also provided with a separate operator's manual. You will see this safety alert symbol throughout the presentation, as well as in various manuals, the operator's handbook, and on machine safety signs. It identifies important safety messages. When you see it, be alert to the possibility of serious injury or death. Always follow the instructions in the safety message. This symbol points out actions you should avoid to reduce the potential for injury. Once you have familiarized yourself with the machine, make certain you are dressed for the job. Do not wear loose clothing or anything else that may catch on controls or in moving parts. Follow daily inspection guidelines found in the Operation and Maintenance Manual. Keep the loader backhoe properly maintained. All Bobcat loader backhoe cabs provide falling object protection, or FOPs, and rollover protection, or ROPs. Inspect the ROP structure and fasteners daily before operating the loader backhoe. Never remove or modify this safety feature. When entering or exiting the loader, face the machine. Use the grab handles and steps, maintaining a 3-point contact at all times. Now, adjust the seat and mirrors if necessary. Always fasten the seat belt for restraint before operating the loader backhoe. Adjust it so that it is snug across your hips. Keep your feet on the pedals or footrests and your hands inside the cab on the steering wheel and control levers. Bobcat loader backhoes have a press-to-drive system that prevents the loader backhoe from moving until the press-to-drive button is pushed. On some models, the travel control pedal must be in neutral before the button is pushed. If the loader backhoe is equipped with a travel direction control lever, it must be in neutral before the button is pushed. Always set the engine speed to low before shifting the forward neutral reverse lever out of the neutral position. The neutral start system should be inspected and maintained for proper function. Never attempt to start the engine from outside the operator's position. Never operate the controls from outside the operator's position. These are dangerous actions and could cause serious injury or death. For example, the loader itself could move, or the lift arms or backhoe could suddenly move. Always keep out of the swing area. Start the loader backhoe and operate the controls from the operator's seat only. Make sure all controls are in neutral before starting. Accidental machine movement can cause injury or death. Always put the forward neutral reverse lever in neutral and engage the parking brake before rotating the seat or using the backhoe. On some machines, the parking brake may be engaged by pressing a red parking brake button. A variety of buckets and other attachments are available for loader backhoes. Use only approved attachments. Never exceed the loader's rated operating capacity. Overloading could cause tipping and result in injury to the operator and damage to the machine or attachment. To install an attachment to the loader lift arms, always make sure your attachment is properly secured using the Bobcat mounting system provided. The exchange system is used to mount an attachment to the backhoe. Position the exchange plate under the bucket mount and secure the bolts. Operate the loader backhoe on level ground when loading, unloading, or turning. Always look to the rear before backing up. Look in all directions before moving and keep bystanders away from the machine. Do not travel or turn with lift arms raised and slow down when turning. Always carry the bucket or attachment as low as possible for the best stability and visibility. Avoid obstacles, drop-offs, or holes which could cause tipping or a rollover. If you feel the machine tipping, stay in your seat with the seat belt fastened. Brace yourself and lean away from the impact point. Do not attempt to jump. When driving up and down slopes, always keep the heavy end uphill. Go directly up or down the slope. With an empty bucket, the back end is the heavy end. Rollaway can cause serious injury or death. If the engine stalls on a slope, immediately engage the parking brake before attempting to restart the engine. Do not drive across slopes or hills. Allow for adequate clearance in front of and behind the machine when turning. Check for overhead power lines and underground gas or power lines before digging. Call 1-888-258-0808 before you dig. When digging with the backhoe, place the spoil pile at least 3 feet away from the excavation to prevent a cave-in. Always use proper hole and trench shoring equipment. When backfilling, always work perpendicular to the trench. This reduces the risk of uneven weight distribution, which could result in a cave-in. When lifting objects with the backhoe, keep the object balanced and as close to the machine as possible. Swing objects slowly. Always lower the load to the ground before leaving the machine. Never lift, swing, or move a load over anyone. Never dig under the stabilizers. Always keep others away from stabilizers and backhoe swing area when you are working. Standing too close to the working machine is dangerous. The stabilizer or backhoe boom could strike you and cause serious injury or death. Do not lean over the backhoe controls. A control could be accidentally activated. Always lock the backhoe boom in the raised position when preparing the machine for transport. Stop the engine and engage the parking brake before exiting the loader. On some models, lower the backhoe boom lock onto the post before securing the retaining pin. On other models, remove the boom locking pin from its storage position and secure the boom in the raised position. Never reach under raised lift arms unless the arms are supported by an approved lift arm support device. Moving a lift arm control lever or a part failure can cause lift arms to drop suddenly. If the lift arms must be in a raised position for service work, they must be supported by an approved lift arm support device to prevent accidental lowering. Never carry riders on the loader or on attachments. A Bobcat loader backhoe is strictly a one-person machine. Never use the loader as a man lift or work platform. Always stop the engine and let it cool before refueling. Do not smoke when fueling. Never check for hydraulic leaks with your hand. Leaking fluids under pressure can penetrate the skin and cause serious injury. If you must work in an enclosed area, make sure you have adequate ventilation. Exhaust fumes can kill or cause serious illness. Keep to the right when traveling on roadways. Follow all local rules and regulations. When parking or exiting the loader, always park on level ground. Lower lift arms and place the attachment flat on the ground. If the backhoe boom is not locked in the backhoe boom transport position, lower it to the ground as well. Put all controls in neutral. Engage the parking brake. Stop the engine and remove the key before exiting. When preparing the loader backhoe for transport on a trailer, drive backwards onto the trailer. Use ramps of adequate strength. Wood ramps can break, causing injury or death. Always make sure the transport vehicle and trailer are of adequate capacity. Lower the attachment and backhoe flat on the trailer. Engage the parking brake. Stop the engine and remove the key. And install chains using recommended tie-down procedures. Becoming a proficient Bobcat loader backhoe operator requires knowledge, skill, and good judgment. Be that operator. For additional information, technical specifications, or training resource information for all Bobcat equipment, see www.bobcat.com.